Well, hello again, and welcome to another random vlog. And I have got to admit right now, I am beat down. Just tired. Last few days have been kind of rough. Minimal amounts of sleep, some of which has been my fault, some of which has just kind of been out of my hands, but I missed work on Friday, which I don't like to do. I hate calling in. I hate whether I'm sick, like super sick, or I'm just super, like, out of it. I don't know. I just, in any kind of situation whatsoever, I hate missing work if I'm supposed to be there. But I missed Friday, and yesterday I wasn't doing much better, but I made it through. I powered through the day. And actually, yesterday wasn't too bad. Today, though, was insanely busier than it has been. It's starting to feel like that damn time of the year, Christmas and holidays and shoppers galore. And today I was definitely feeling it. And I was pissy and I was upset, and we were all still dealing with first of the month shoppers, for phone cards and all that nonsense that we usually have to deal with. But I didn't want to sit down and do this video and be focusing on the negative. I actually wanted to just stop and talk for a moment, maybe to kind of flush all that stuff out, talk about some fun things. Friday in the evening time, I did get to do something really fun. I was playing on a stream, playing games with some online friends that I have. And there was a charity live stream that one of them was putting on for cancer research, and I think he got donations of up around $400. So then he was going to match the amount of the donations, and then his company was going to match half of the total or half of what he was putting in. I don't know, but I think in the end, it meant that he was going to raise roughly a minimum of about $1,000, or maybe a little more. So that was pretty awesome. I wasn't sure if I was going to join in on the stream or not. Pretty broke right now myself, and I just felt a little guilty of the idea of showing up and not donating. But I showed up. I wanted to support it. I wanted to play games and have some fun with my friends. So I donated $5. It wasn't a whole lot, but it made me feel good to be a part of the cause. It's why I didn't do the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, even though I was nominated for it, because doing the video thing, there were reasons for it. I already mentioned it in the vlog, but ultimately it was like, I'm not going to do the thing and not donate, so I just didn't take part in it at all. This one was something I felt like if I'm going to take part in it, I want to at least donate. So, like I said, it wasn't much, but they always say, excuse me, they always say every little bit counts. And so, anyway, the really fun part and notable part about it was we were playing for a little while, and one of the other guys, this was Namu Ninja, who did the stream, who I want to talk about him and another guy at another point once I resume my favorite YouTubers series. But it was his stream, and then another guy named Wolf, who was one of the guys that I met. Thank you. One of the guys that I met on Rust earlier this year, and who kind of got me into this little group of online gaming friends that I have. They were kind of, I guess, running this thing, kind of heading it all up. There was another guy who was streaming too, but he was just somebody I didn't know. And Wolf decided to tweet. I don't know if he tweeted a bunch of people, but one of the people that he tweeted was a YouTuber whose YouTube name is LordMinion777, but he's more commonly known as Wade, because that's his name, but also because Wade was one of a couple buddies of Markiplier's who did streams with Markiplier and then did videos with him, like the Drunk Minecraft series. And then at some point, both Wade and Bob, who was the other guy, they both started their own channels, started doing their own thing. And Wade is approaching like 200,000 subscriber mark, which is pretty awesome. But even more so for me, I knew of him from Markiplier's stuff, but it was when he started playing, I think, earlier this year or late last year. No, it had to have been earlier this year because it was Rust. He started playing Rust with DLive and Minx and Ohmwrecker and that group that was doing Rust earlier in the year. And he joined in on that, and I was like, this is pretty awesome, because it was like Markiplier and Minx had done stuff together. Markiplier and DLive, minimally, they played Contagion for a couple of videos. I'm not sure about Markiplier and Ohm prior to that. But it was like this group that I've been a fan of everybody in it, and then Markiplier over here on this side, and somebody involved with him was involving themselves with the other group. It was just kind of a cool collaboration thing, and now Wade is on a lot of videos of Gmod with Minx and DLive and Ohm and CNanners and Chilled Chaos and all them together. It's like it's been a nice mixing of the groups. I remember 2 years ago, in that first maybe 6 months, 8 months from 2012 into the early 2013, just how much of a clash there was between fandoms for different YouTubers. And it just seemed to be like none of those people liked each other. The fans hated each other as far as the fanship went. Like, nobody would do collaborations with one another. PewDiePie didn't collaborate with Tobuscus. It was crazy how in 2012 that was the versus. It was PewDiePie and Tobuscus, which for reasons I'm not going to get into just blows my mind that people would compare the two of them together. But then all of a sudden, PewDiePie's in LA in early 2013, and he's on a video at some sort of a party or get-together, smiling and saying hello and chumming it up with Tobuscus. And I felt like maybe it had been established with other types of YouTubers, but in the gaming Let's Plays, especially the ones who entertain more than try to take you step by step through a game, the Let's Players who are playing them just so you can have that ride and hear their reactions and their thoughts on the game as they play, or they're goofing off and they're screaming in their reactions. It seemed to me like that was the watershed moment for, hey, these people don't hate each other. They can coexist, and not only can they coexist, they can create and collaborate with one another. So get off this whole so-and-so's better and the fans are better. If the two YouTubers themselves do stuff together, then you got to drop your shit. You got to just get over yourself. So anyway, that was cool to see it, and it just seemed to be the beginning of everybody collaborating, lots of people doing stuff together, not necessarily groups of friends. Like it's not like there aren't groups of friends who don't game together and all that kind of stuff, but that's the only time that you ever see it. Friends, there's all kinds of the Derp crew, I think is like what, Chilled and Smarty and Z, and I don't know who else is necessarily in that group. Then there was the Creatures, that was Gassy Mexican was a part of that, but Uber Haxer Nova was or is in that group, and there's a bunch of other people there, even though Gassy kind of split away from him. I guess he was kind of let go from the group, or he left the group, whatever the case may be. There were established groups who would do stuff together and do their own thing separately. But what I'm talking about is how when people from those groups or individuals play with others, that you don't see it coming, you don't expect that, and it's cool to see it happen. And now there's more and more of that all the time, which makes me happy because, you know, the YouTube thing, that's my TV, those are my celebrities. And I guess this was a whole stupid long way around of saying that Minion started playing in those groups, and Wolf tweeted at Lord Minion, which is Wade, tweeted to ask him if he would retweet the announcement about the charity live stream and see if maybe his fans, knowing that Wade is such a good, wholesome, clean type of guy, funny Mr. Pun kind of thing, and his fans would be, you know, that type, and the association with Markiplier and all of the stuff that Mark and Bob and Wade do to raise money for charities. I think Wolf was just thinking maybe that would get more charitable type people in there to watch the stream and maybe donate. Well, lo and behold, we ended up not only getting a retweet, but Wade and his girlfriend Molly both showed up at the stream and then joined in on the games and joined in on the Skype call with us, which was really, really awesome, because it was like, I've played on streams for DLive, and lots of people get a chance to play on streams. I've played on a stream of Red Wolf. A lot of people get a chance to play on the streams of the YouTubers that they like and the Twitch streamers that they like, but it's another thing altogether to get them to come to your stream, play games with you, and even get on the Skype call and talk with you. I mean, I didn't necessarily talk directly with Wade, but we were all making comments and laughing at jokes and doing all this and that. And he acknowledged that I was there, so it was cool. It was just for this whole gaming thing, YouTuber thing and whatnot, it's one of the few ways that I guess a guy like me would ever get to have real contact with them. I don't go to conventions. I don't do the Omegle things when they have fan Omegle meetups. I don't, like I said, I don't go to the cons where they have fan meetups. It's just, I don't know. It was cool to me. It was awesome for me. I'm subscribed to Wade. I don't watch his videos on a continuous basis, but I enjoy him being a part of those that I do watch videos of. And it was cool, like I said, to hear his voice and be able to talk and all that. And I think I'm actually on a Namu Ninja video of some footage of that. I haven't watched that video yet myself, but I mean, I was there at the time, so I'm probably on that video. So that's kind of cool. And that was the highlight of the last few days for me, was that on Friday. And I'm looking forward to the next time we can stream, even if we don't get, you know, a big YouTuber on there with us. I always love to go to those streams because I play a lot of Gmod, and that's what I prefer to play with them. And it's fun to get to play with a little more personal group, to be in a Skype call and talk to the people. I'm still really shy when it comes to a lot of the Skype calls, and my personality is not, I mean, it's slowly but surely maybe kind of coming out, but it's still way more fun than just going into the random servers and being really, really quiet and just running around and playing the game and stuff. Although, well, there is stuff that's fun about that, showing people who maybe don't know the special hiding spots or the little tricks like prop surfing. To show them stuff is cool. It makes me feel a little bit like my own miniature sea nanners, like I'm some sort of a boss at the game, which I'm not. But you also deal with a lot of spammers, squeakers, trolls, just racist little punks in the public servers. So that's another reason why it's fun to stream with people who. Or play with people who are streaming and who are doing their thing with people that they trust, so you know that stuff's not going to exist in there. Well, anyway, that's about it. It's been days since I've done a video. I wanted to do a vlog. I'm going to be doing a pickups video here probably tonight. I'm hungry. It's time to go have some food and watch some YouTube, so I may end up pushing it off again, but I have some movies and stuff to show off for a pickups video and other things I want to do. I've just been very unmotivated and uninspired, and so many times I come up with something to vlog about, and I don't write it down, or I don't remember it, or I'm here and I've got the camera right here and I just don't sit down and do it. So many things I could be vlogging about that I've just let go by the wayside. But there was another happy thing I wanted to note. I don't remember if I've had a chance to mention this. Right now, my Watch Later YouTube video thing, it's at 53 videos, and that's because I've added a whole bunch of stuff, kind of random things here and there from some people whose channels I haven't been constantly following. But I've managed to actually clear out my backlog of the active videos. And then I got started watching some of the ones that have been sitting in here for a while. This one particular guy's playthrough of The Last of Us, which has been really fun and entertaining. I've been loving that. Last of Us in general is just awesome, so I can watch people play it all the time. But I'm just really excited to say that there's 53 videos in there right now, and 23 of those are the ones that I was not in any kind of a hurry to watch. The rest of them are more of the daily stuff that I go after, and I watch them tonight, tomorrow, Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday. This is, of course, keeping up with every day's new videos. I hope, I'm not going to guarantee it, but I hope that by Thursday night, by the time I go to bed, it'll be an empty watch later list. So that's exciting for me because that releases me from the YouTube thing. It means every day I come home and there's a few videos to watch, and then I can play some video games or watch some movies, which is what I've been craving to do for so long. Even though I miss knowing that I could come home and there's hundreds of videos there to watch, I miss there being a lot of stuff to view. I've got to get myself out from it. It's got to be the first step towards trying to attain some normalcy in my life again and not just be a YouTube couch potato. So anyway, that's all for that. I'm done yakking. Thanks for watching. See you next time.